was in Yensigar in Xinjiang province. We were going from Kashgar to Haitian, Khotan. I guess we had to spend one night on the road. Two, I can't remember, it was a while ago. But we stopped in Yensigar, a town synonymous for knife making. And there was a very beautiful mosque. We were able to get in between services, and some old men, we got into discussion with them, and they were very surprised to meet a couple of Jewish guys. This happened everywhere. And of course, Xinjiang province in Western China is Muslim, it's Uyghurs, it's not really China. China rules it, controls it, oppresses it, but it's not China. It would have been Uyghurstan, except it was on the eastern side of the Tian Shan Mountains, and it sort of got lost. The Russians couldn't really get it, and it was so far from Beijing that it's just much more backward than Tashkent or Samarkand or Almaty or all those other big cities in the stands. Well, we came out of the mosque, and all around this little, we use the word piazza, we're not in Florence, but the square, all these men were selling knives. I don't know if they were the knife makers themselves or they were just selling the knives. It didn't matter, you know. And of course, when I was 12 years old and a Boy Scout, you know, my mother didn't want me to have a knife, so I guess I've had this thing for knives ever since then. Here's the beauty. This is an antique knife. I can't remember if it's from Shanghai or this flea market on Lake Dolly. Well, anyway, we're in Yensigar, and I go to buy a couple of knives. They weren't very expensive, and for gifts. Well, I took out a 100 yuan note, and I think that was $14 or $7. Not a lot of money. And all the money I had came from the bank. So this fellow says the money's no good, and it really surprised me. So I took another one. He gave it to me. I took another one out, and he handed it to this old man who was next to him, and the old man went off to check it out. I didn't really pay any attention. Anyway, we ate up the price of the knives. He told me how much it is, and I said, okay. He says, well, money. I said, well, I just gave you 100 yuan. I mean, he didn't really speak English, but no, you didn't give me any money. I stopped immediately, and I called our guide and translator, who we called Elvis, who we found in Lonely Planet, and he spoke very good English. He was a Uyghur, and he did a lot of negotiating and things for us, arranging rides, etc. And he came with us to Haitian, plus the driver. So I said, Elvis, come on over here. I want you to translate for me. And by this point, we had attracted quite a crowd. So I said something to the effect, you know, here we were, we're visiting from America, we're having a wonderful time. We just came out of the mosque, and, you know, we noticed how religious everybody is here in Yensigar and Haitian and Kargalik and Yarkand and all in the province. And we're not even 100 yards from this mosque. And here are these knife guys trying to rip us off. Well, to make a long story short, the money miraculously appeared, the knives were gift wrapped, and we had another interesting adventure in Western China.